So, topic again, came up with a client today, and I see it. I'm not going to call anyone out, but sometimes people with the biggest egos are really the most torn up inside when you get to know them. And at the end of the day, we're all sinners, and that's why we need Christ. And it's nice to have sometimes when you're in solace a lot, you forget that it's a body of Christ, and to have some people to walk alongside is really nice, to tell you the truth. And sometimes my daughter has faced, well, we all have faced it, but things with body imaging, and my wife talks about hers, and they're both freaking unbelievably beautiful. And I suffer with mine and my overweight, and have fought my weight and my love for sugar. And at the end of the day, I heard a wise man once say, when you don't peel away all the wrinkles on an old, wise, smart man, you don't still find that pimply-faced teenager struggling to fit in and find their worth. And money can't buy it. And exercise sure makes you feel better. And taking steps to improve that make you feel better. But at the end of the day, we all need Jesus. And sometimes as get away, you see those insecurities, self-doubt, anger, those bad traits to come back in. And only as we take this time, I say this time because I do a little bit while I'm walking and jogging of being in the Word, do we realize that we're forgiven, that we're blessed, that we're holy, that we're God's child, and He made us perfect the way we are. And that we've gone through struggles and other things so that we may help others go through their journey. And that's what the horsemanship about it to me is, to help horses, but also I can't help the horses if I can't help the people. And if I can't help the people, the horses go back to the life they are. So I'm there to help the horses and horsemanship, but I'm really there to hopefully change lives, change heart, they in turn change mine. And not letting ego or our own ideas get in our way, but to pray on those, to work at it. And just like the weight loss, Lena, here to me. Lena is bicycle rider. Just like my weight loss here over the last few months is the hiking several days a week. I've now lost, going on probably around 40 pounds. I don't weigh myself that much because it's really, the focus was my knee and oxygen and a place to get away when my wife and I would fight, because I would just try to please and I would try to do more. And the more I would try to do, the more I was let down and the more inferior I got. So I just learned to go hiking. Get some oxygen. Because even my frustration trying to help my wife would just make her angrier. So it's that little by little, and we talk about it. It's the same in horsemanship. You got to work on it regularly with your horse. Can't ride one horse one day, 5 days a week. Ride a different horse and then expect to have one horse have 5 rides on it. It takes time. It takes time to build muscle. It takes time to build flexibility in us and them. It takes time to build oxygen. It takes dedication. Finances, you know. It took time, little by little, pennies away, stacking them away. I couldn't make enough, so I bought rental houses, so I figured they'd put a little bit of money in my retirement. And now, years later, we're sitting a lot better. Definitely frustrated in this economy, but also happy to have plenty of work. So I hope that you continue to do your daily regimens of riding, if you ride, and praying if you pray, exercising if you exercise, investing if you invest. Because it really is. Horsemanship is lifemanship. And there's a lot of lessons from that. It's amazing how forgiving that horse is, and that's one of the great things is you can royally mess it up. One of my, call him a friend now on YouTube, stated, you're going to have those bad days. You're going to have those bad days in your relationships. But the nice thing, the horse will always forgive and give you another chance. Now, you may put a few bad habits in there, but those bad habits can be taken out. Tom Dorrance used to say it takes 10 positive influences to overcome one negative. So it's not like you can just do it a couple times and it's better. Depending on how many times you did it that day, you might have quite a few things, positive things to do with that horse. Now, people don't always do that. People will quit you and they have a choice. They may not forgive. But at least we got to work at it. And I'm sorry to those people who I wronged and didn't give a chance to. Well, I'm not apologizing for them not giving me a chance. It wasn't meant in malice, usually. But I have apologized, and I don't know what would happen. I don't see them enough to apologize 10 times for every one. But it's just a reminder, maybe going down the road, to not let so much slip away and do that. So anyways, I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for those of you that click the notification button and subscribe. It really does mean a lot. I hope one day maybe to have some residual income off these talks, but most of all, I truly hope to have some of these lessons that I was taught shared with the world, because I truly believe it made me a better person. I believe it'll make you a better person. I believe with that we can share our story, that your story is important, and that we can change the world. Happy trails. Enjoy the journey.